Hello and welcome to the channel, it's Irad, and here we go guys, this is it, Star Citizen Alpha 3.23, this is what we are seeing when we are starting the game, and we are starting with the character customization. A very impressive, dare I say a little daunting screen that we have in front of us with so many configuration possible, so I'm going to fast forward, as you can see here, go a little bit faster with the creation of a character. This is a character that's going to be inspired by the character of Big Starklighter from Star Wars, because I'm trying to make a recreation of Star Wars in Star Citizen, and some characters have beards and mustache, which is the case for this character in particular, and so I want to see if I can make this character as faithfully as possible. Choosing the right skin tone, really not easy, as you can see. Very often the skin tone looks very unrealistic, unfortunately, so we're going to be able to change it a little bit later. Lots of different types of heads, as you can see, and this is the perfect mustache, but there are other facial hair animations or possibilities, as you can see right here. So then this is skin tone, lots of different options, but it's better to go for the predetermined skin tones here, and this is much more satisfactory. You can easily shape and sculpt the face of your character just like that, with again unlimited possibilities. Very easy to make fat cheeks or very skinny, and I think that the result here in the end is very satisfactory. Let me bring a picture of the model. There we go. Right, I think it's quite looking like the actor who plays Biggs in Star Wars, so I'm really happy with that. And next we are going to proceed to getting into the game. So this is how we accept here. We can still go for the tutorial. I'm going to skip it and select a system, only Stanton so far, and we are going to go to area 18 because I got some shopping to do there for my character. So here you go, let's play the game and let's get started. Guys, I want to give a big shout out to those who are helping for CitizenCon. You guys have been asking if you could help me to go to CitizenCon, so you have the link to my Patreon if you want to help out. It's a pretty good start so far, so let's roll this out, let's keep on going, and let's get started right here at area 18 with a brand new interface. As you can see here, even when we get a contract here on top, it's all changed. It's looking much clearer here. I like that it's not entirely transparent, so the visibility when we have a new contract is much easier. The font is easier to read as well, and if you look at the top left, there is the mini map. There we go guys, it's right here, so no more are you going to be getting lost in those big landing zones. You will know exactly where to go, and it's very clear. It rotates wherever you are going, so that's also wonderful. And whatever is being written, for example, you can see habitation there, well, it's also rotating too. So we're gonna have to wait for the elevator. You can see here the new interface is there, but when you have already done the same action, it's not showing again, but we're gonna see it later, right? So instead of just clicking on F and then the mouse and so on, you just double tap on F, and that's what's going to be doing your animation. So that's a little change that takes a little bit of time to get used to, but in the end I think it saves a little bit of time when you know what to do. Oh, those guns pointing towards the outside, that's very interesting. There you go, just pressing F. There are a couple of people here at the shop, and we're gonna have our very first shopping experience. Yeah, we are definitely in the PTU. It's the first patch of this PTU cycle here, where it's not in Evocati, but feels very much like in Evocati, if I may say so. So yeah, it's also not very responsive. Sometimes I've been also trying to do the various action, but the servers need a little bit of extra work here, which is totally expected for a very first patch in the PTU. So finally, it's working here, and we're going to get our Rebel pilot undersuit. So for that, I'm going to go to undersuits right here, and this is where you can find the orange undersuit that you are going to be seeing in part 6 of Star Citizen Wars. There we go, and I'm gonna buy a lot just in case I do some scenes with a lot of other actors. I've got a couple of projects here, and there we go. This is how Big Starklighter looks like without his core armor and without his helmet. I think the result is pretty good. But next we're going to be using the Mobiglass. And so I'm turning on here, F1, and everything is changing. There's just so much to dive into here, which is probably going to have its own video, but this is how it looks like. It gives so much information, and you got all the new apps here at the bottom. It's also quite readable, but there we have it. Unfortunately, that's basically it for for our Mobiglass, because for some reason the tram decided to push me on the edge of this building, and there's not much that I'm going to be doing. So I think that there's only one choice here, is just to do the big leap forward. And here we go, a nice little death here in the PTU, but at least it was interesting. If you guys have died ridiculously in the PTU, let me know in the comment section down below as well. Alright, this time I made it to the spaceport, and I'm going to get a vehicle here. So probably I'm going to choose my favorite. Yes, no, it's not a Crusader. There we go. It's a Drake. Yeah, the Drake Cutlass Black, of course. And I had a little bit of issues here. I had to get it several times, so we're gonna have to try again. Let's try again. So eventually, after clicking multiple times, the game decided to call in the Drake Cutlass, and I was able to get in, but it required a little bit of patience here, something that unfortunately I am lacking now. There you go. It was a little bit weird. I think that there was a little bit of interaction here. I could hear the ASUP terminal of that other player as well.
You're looking for the vehicle terminal.
I like the voice packs of the NPCs. It's actually very realistic. So we're going to go down here, and look at that. There is now a much more readable chat, if not chat, but much more readable interface that also tells us where our vehicle is located, and in this case here, this Drake Cutlass. So we're gonna have to press the button. I'm trying to make it work here with F, and not very responsive, but probably due to server issues, although the replication layer is on, but there's still a lot of work. Now the hangar is not does not have its own minimap, but as soon as I got inside the Cutlass, then the Cutlass also has its minimap as well. Well, I tried to press F here, as you can see once again, but it's not doing anything. So I'll try to see if going here through the door is doing something. It is not as well. That is not very reassuring. We're going to have to go back. Ah, there we go. The door in the back has finally decided to open, and now this one opens, so probably a little bit of a server hiccup. So if this also happened to you, let me know in the comment section down below. Now we're gonna get inside that pilot seat, press Alt N for the hangar. It's basically the same as what we are having right now in the live servers, and also a Y to start the ship. So far so good. The keys have remained the same. I have not tried any FPS combat so far, so I have not tried the new keys. And since I want to go to Seraphim Station, I'm going to type it here, and there we go. It's automatically taking me to Seraphim Station via the star map. It's wonderful. No more do we have to go around the planet and try to find it. It's just taking us straight to it. But unfortunately, it's obstructed, so I'm not gonna have a direct jump to Seraphim Station. I think that I'm gonna have to go to Crusader first and then to Seraphim Station. That's okay, but we are going to take off then, and we are going to go hit the clouds and go to our destination. The clouds, which have had new levels of details, lots of new levels of details, by the way, in Star Citizen about 3.23, including any objects in the sky now that are visible from far away. That includes stations and, of course, planets too. I've got to say that the clouds, look at that, the city, the clouds, all of that looks absolutely phenomenal. It's definitely an upgrade here. I haven't tried the new reference type of details for the clouds. If you guys have, also let me know how it runs on your computer. But even here, this is in high, and even in high, it's still looking very good. I'm trying to get, speaking of high, I'm trying to get high enough so that I can jump to quantum drive. I cannot see the altimeter, unfortunately, so really difficult here to tell exactly at what altitude I am. Sorry about this, I'm losing my voice a little bit. I was sick for about a week or so, but my voice is coming back, so don't worry about it, guys. New quantum drive interface. This is something that we have been calling for years and years and years. The current one in the persistent universe absolutely sucks and is terribly outdated. This one looks so much better, and it seems to be working also better too. Definitely made for the current state of Star Citizen. And here we go back to the star map, starting from the Cutlass all the way to our destination here, which in this case is going to be Crusader. We've got a beautiful route here with all the destination and all the information that we need. Also the time that it's going to take to go to Crusader here, 6 minutes and 11 seconds. So well, that's good. That's good to know. And definitely if I had a regular C2 Hercules that is not updated, it definitely would have taken more. Now, I pressed B. Unfortunately, pressing B is taking me to combat mode, so that's not really good here. I had to repress B to go back into the other mode here, which is going to be the mode for quantum. Basically, it's master modes, that's what it is. And as you can see, because I press B and I'm going to go in quantum, the shields have depleted. So that's also something really important to consider when you are trying to escape or go into quantum mode. And so here we go, we are arriving and we are about to drop off. And a really smooth arrival, I would see. If you look at the bottom left, this is the reputation. It's gone, but it was basically telling us if we were having a good reputation or not with Crusader Industry reputation, which is going to play a significant role out there in Star Citizen of 3.23. And so, a message telling us we have arrived in Armistice Zone and we are going to get a hangar. Now, I was trying to get a little bit faster than that, but really not easy. If I want to go faster than that, I was trying to use the afterburner. It didn't really work, so I have to figure it out. This is not a tutorial on how to play Star Citizen 3.23. Of course, it's just a first impression video, but I just wanted to show you exactly how it is. And so there we go, we have our hangar. I like that it tells which hangar it is, so we know in advance the number of the hangar, and maybe we can call some friends to greet us wherever we are going. Going in exterior mode. Now, good to know here, when you have the landing gear deployed, you cannot go at the same speed as what you were going at without. So without the landing gear, I was going at about 200 meters per second, but with the landing gear, it's 30 meters per second. So that's definitely much slower than what it used to be. And so we are going to finish our video here with an arrival at Seraphim Station. And I gotta say that, well, this was much smoother than I had anticipated. Everything was working rather quite well, except a few hiccups, and I cannot wait to try the patch more with more functions, especially more gameplay, and I'm gonna try FPS combat as soon as I can, so I can see how it is with the replication layer and see if the AI is much more dangerous compared to how it used to be. The same with combat AI, it is said to be much more difficult. I cannot wait to be trying this out as well. I've been Irad, guys. Thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to Dr. Forbid, Zero Crusher, Deplorable Fidel, and Ducky to the Care, and I will see you guys in the next one.